Yo, what's good, y'all? My bad, man. I got cut off my last video, man. Somebody called me. My video got cut short. I gotta get another phone, just so I can do the other videos without having, no contacts on that phone where people can call that phone and interrupt my videos and all of that. But yeah, like I was saying, as far as why I call doelow my spirit guide, I think I left off about dealing with the negative and positive, dealing with good and bad. So negative and positive is the mother and father of good and bad. You're dealing with negative energy, which is feminine, positive energy, which is masculine. And you can also see the physical manifestations of that with the planets as far as the moon and the sun. So the moon and the sun is your father and mother actually on this plane right here, on this earth right here, okay? Those are like your first mother and fathers, that gave birth to you here on this planet first. So that's masculine and feminine, right? That's negative and positive. And would deal with the human beings, they want to put squares around these circles. So they put the square basically as masculine, the circle is feminine. They put the squares around circles by calling it good and bad, So that's what that's what people do a lot, We want to give it names and call it something, you know what I'm saying, and make it something, and then you brought it from the spirit realm and you done made it physical into a physical, a physical thing now. So, that's what we gotta be careful with names and stuff like that. Even calling the spirit is kind of putting it in a lower, vibration frequency. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I resonate with a flight boss's information, because it's unmatched. I haven't heard anybody out here on YouTube talking about breaking the shit down the way he break it down. You know what I'm saying? So that truly shows me that he's coming from a place of truth. And a lot of other information that I'm getting from people out here, conscious people, are giving you information that's learned and regurgitated, and he's basically coming at you with some freestyle information that he already has, that he already knows, for the simple fact that he been there. And he's the only one that's giving information. Until I hear somebody that's coming out here with information that rivals his, I know it's people that come from, I know it's spirits that come from other dimensions and everything, you know what I'm saying, that's out here, that's on the knowledge like that. But he's the only one that I know that's dropping the information like that on YouTube. And my spirit resonated with that. It resonated with it so much that it took my spirit out of a place of hell, which was a routine, and lost into the light, into a place of where now I'm in the driver's seat now. You know what I'm saying? I see it for what it is. So he breaks down the energy. He breaks down where things came from. And he don't go off on history and shit like that about what the fuck you can see here and what you was taught by somebody else, what somebody else presented to you. He brings it to the fact that, all right, nigga, this is how the shit was created. You know what I'm saying? It was the spirit, your space, no thing. That spirit had an image. That image basically was a line of event. It's a frequency. That image became a vibration. That image, you know what I'm saying, become imagination. When you dive into your imagination with the frequency, right, with your spirit, then that creates a soul, because your spirit breaks off from the overall, right, and goes into that imagination. And now it's living in that imagination now, right? And that imagination, you know what I'm saying, creates a soul, for the simple fact that you're dealing with a liquid, right? So you're putting your spirit, which is a frequency, inside of a womb. Inside of the imagination is the womb, right? So you're putting your spirit into that womb, and now you're starting to experience. So once your spirit is starting to experience in its own imagination, now it's the soul, because the soul is nothing but an individual spirit having an experience. And he was breaking this shit down like that. You know what I'm saying? He broke down so much shit to me, man. He's breaking down the planets, how we living in the being. You know what I'm saying? And about the masculine and feminine energies and how they're non-biased, how they have no gender. Masculine energy has no gender. Feminine energy has no gender. Gender as far as man and woman. Man and woman come after the fact. Masculine and feminine energy birthed man and woman. When you get the masculine and feminine energy combined, you know what I'm saying, you get a whole nother, which is energy right after that, So masculine, you got the light. Feminine, you got the dark, right? Masculine, you got the sun. Feminine, you got the moon. So those are both your parents, right? Masculine and feminine energy, right? So he broke that down to me, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, man. I went from having a third dimensional consciousness to like a ninth dimensional consciousness in a rapid pace, in a rapid time. You know what I'm saying? So we call him my soul group. He's a part of my soul group. I'm a part of his soul group. Spiritually, we probably come from the same location. As far as spiritually, we astro traveled here and we created these physical bodies here on this planet so we can have a physical existence, so we can have a physical experience. But spiritually, we probably come from the same area. That's why we're able to resonate. That's why I resonate with his information. So it's other people here, you know, that resonate, that come spiritually from a different location, and they resonate with different energies, you know, but he teaches how to see the energy for what it is. So instead of me going out here getting information about shit that's already here, you know what I'm saying, and getting information about another spirit's idea that had a mind just like you and had thoughts just like you. So what makes him more superior than you? Only thing that makes him God and more superior to you is that he was here before you. And they laid out the playing field, but that spirit could be lost just like you. So he teaches how, you know what I'm saying, to become your own. You know what I'm saying? To be able to, you know, see the light for what it is. See the physical shit for what it is before it even came physical. That's what I like to deal with. I like to deal with the shit before it even came physical. So yeah, we can talk about history and all that. We can talk about this, that, and the third. But I want to know how history even got started. You know what I'm saying? Where this shit manifested from. You know, so you're dealing with the subconscious. You know, we're dealing with the spirit being no thing. You know, I resonate with that heavy. So the spirit being no thing, just is no shape or form. You know, and when you take yourself, ground yourself back in that, then boom, you put yourself in the driver's seat to where, you know what I'm saying, you can see it for what it is. You can see the energy for what it is. So if the energy is presenting itself, if a person's coming to you and telling you this, that, and the third, you can see where that person is lost. You can see where that person's spirit is lost at, because that person done dived their spirit into an idea, into a frequency, into a influence, and they believe in that. See, Flight Boss, my spirit guide, said that he believes everything but believes in nothing, which means that he don't get his spirit lost into nothing, because he know all of this right here. I know that all of this right here is an illusion, right? Anything dealing with the spirit after it had that thought and that thought started to vibrate, time and all of that shit is an illusion. So history, all of the shit that you want to dive your spirit into and believe in is an illusion. So how you believe it in an illusion like it's the real thing? That's true, right? Something might be true, but that's not truth, because the truth is that this shit is an illusion, that your spirit is having a physical experience and created this body for itself. The spirit is not the body. The spirit uses the body to sustain itself through this astral travel. He's breaking shit down like that. I'm like, what the fuck? My mind was blown. I'm like, oh shit. Brought me to a whole nother level of knowledge. So now when niggas is kicking certain things and they want to break certain shit down, yeah, I'm listening. I want to hear, you know what I'm saying? I want to hear your testimony. You might be able to teach me how to get out of some shit here in this physical realm, but spiritually, nigga, you really can't teach me too much of nothing, because I'm already in the place of, you know what I'm saying? My spirit is already in the place of no thing now. So whatever you can bring to the table and teach me, you know what I'm saying? It's something that I already know now. And thanks to my motherfucking spirit guide, Flight Boss, you know what I'm saying? I'm able to tap into those. I'm able to see it for what it is. You know, I'm able to use my first eye and see what the fuck is going on subconsciously before it becomes conscious, right? The moon is conscious. I mean, the sun is conscious. The moon is subconscious. The spirit is unconscious. That means it's just being, right? The ego is dealing with the sun, is dealing with the light. The ego wants to be something so bad, but the spirit know that it's nothing. So the spirit, you can get lost in it, all kind of shit. You can get lost in light. You can get lost in love. You can get lost in these feelings and these emotions and all of that. But once you put yourself in the driver's seat and your spirit being no thing, then boom, that gives you access. You understand? So yeah, I believe in God. You know what I'm saying? My God is a lot different than a lot of what other people believe in, but it's the same. But how we get in there is a different path. We're taking a different path. But what they're doing is they're getting lost into the shit that they can see, the physical shit. You know what I'm saying? And then they dealing with a lot of other, you know, energies, and they're going off of certain ideas that they've been taught, that they've been indoctrinated with, right? You have to unindoctrinate yourself with whatever they fucked was telling you. Just delete all of that shit. Get all that shit out your mind right the fuck now and start back the fuck over. You know what I'm saying? Use that shit in your past as a reference of what not to do now. And I know I'm not getting lost in none of that shit. I ain't getting lost in none of that shit. Even situations that I might create for myself, you know what I'm saying? I don't even get lost into that, because I know that shit is an illusion. So for me to be sitting here all down and stressed the fuck out and hurting and shit like that, that means I'm losing my spirit into those frequencies. So I'm letting those negative thoughts that's even telling me that it's a fucked up situation and bad, and I'm resonating with that low level thought, you know what I'm saying, that low vibrational thought, and I'm end up creating more, manifesting more negative situations for myself. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of reasons, you know what I'm saying, why I call, you know what I'm saying, Doelow Flight Boss my spirit guide, you know, because that's the highest level of information, you know, and concepts that I have received. You know, it ain't nobody out here doing it like that. A lot of people out here is spitting that regurgitation and shit like that. You know, I tell you right in the beginning from my videos that I'm resonating and I'm passing down the knowledge that I resonate with. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not where he's at. You know, I'm not where he's at spiritually. His spirit is in a higher place than mine. He can see more. His fear of reality, you know what I'm saying, is bigger, you know? So that's why I'm passing down the knowledge that he's giving to me. So yeah, I might be regurgitating some shit, but when it comes to the truth, it ain't nothing regurgitated about the truth, nigga. The truth with the TH, that you are no thing. The spirit ain't no thing. So I regurgitate that shit all motherfucking day, nigga. When you dealing with the truth, I don't give a fuck. But these niggas is out here regurgitating some shit that they done learned, that they done got from another spirit's idea, and they putting their spirit in that and really believing that and thinking that these niggas is that now. These niggas is running around here, you know what I'm saying, and believing that they are, and I'm not taking beliefs, you believe, like I said, I believe in everything, but I don't believe in nothing to where I'm putting my spirit into that, and now I'm that now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Amun Ra the third, you know what I'm saying? None of that shit like that, nigga. I'm not none of that shit. I ain't getting lost in that. Because now you're letting that spirit control your body now. So you might be that, but that spirit is actually living through you now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why I fucks with my nigga Flight Boss. Yo, shout outs to the subconscious community, you feel me? Yo, Flight Boss, man, love you, bruh. You know, thank you for passing down the knowledge. I appreciate you coming back here to drop that knowledge off to us, you know, and hit us with that information. And, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. Real talk, man. Shout out to all my soul group out there, you heard? This your boy Elevated Ace, and I'm out. Peace.